Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm finally showing you guys another speed build, and this build I have been working on for I think a week and a half. So I have been doing this in between work and taking care of the children, and I'm just building a house basically for a sim family that I created for in my personal game. So this family is of course a mother and a father, and they have a teen boy. So no little toddlers in this house. There won't be any play areas or stuff like that because their child is already grown up. I think he's like almost going to turn into a young adult. Anyways, so this house is going to have two bedrooms, a master bedroom of course and a children's bedroom. There will be two bathrooms, one upstairs, one downstairs. There will be a small garage, which I'm working on right now. So the garage looks normal sized now, but later on, when I'm doing a little bit more detailing, I made it smaller and smaller so it doesn't fit a car again. It's like a usual thing I always do. I think I make the garage big enough for a car, and in the end when I'm done and I'm doing the furnishing of the garage, I'm like, oopsie, it's too small. But I really liked the size, how you look at it from the outside. From the outside it looks like a decent size, so I was like, let's just keep it like it and just add in bunch of clutter in the garage and we're fine. So this house will also have a kitchen, of course. There will be a swimming pool, not pool. There will be a swimming pool in the backyard, and yeah, that is basically it. So for the style, of course, we are going for modern. I love doing a modern build, and it's been a while since I've done something really modern. I think the last one, I have to be honest, I cannot remember when I did the last one. But anyways, so we are going with a modern style, and what I absolutely love from this house is that it's on such a really high, how do you call this? Elevator? No, it's on a very high, I lost the word, but you guys know what I mean. It's just, it has this really high looking base, so you need to go up a few stairs, and I like that about the home. And what I also really like, of course, is the overall shape. So especially the front is very nice, and I did get my inspiration, of course, from Instagram. Instagram is where I get all my inspiration, so this time it's not that different. I saw this really nice looking modern home. It was like all wood. That's why I'm also using wood right now. I do change the exterior wood like I'm using here, and I change it into brick from the fitness stuff pack. So this actually wasn't this was not going to be a fitness stuff pack build. I actually set out this to be a build with nothing from the pack in it, but then I started doing the floor plan, the layout, and just some ideas really sparked, and I was like, why don't I use the fitness stuff pack as a main pack for the build, and let's try to make it really modern and I don't know, a little bit more to the extra modern side, if you guys understand. So I love the fitness stuff pack items. I don't like that they named it a fitness stuff pack because it's not a fitness pack for me, but I love the furnishing that it's in it, and it has this really ultra modern vibe, the furnishing in that pack. So I thought, let's use that for this build and make it look like super modern and just beautiful. So that is what I'm gonna try, and I have to say I love the interior, and I especially love the floor plan. I'm very happy with the floor plan. I am doing the floor plan on camera. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think I will do the floor. Oops, Mona, stop mumbling. No, I think I did not cut it out, you guys. So yeah, there's finally a floor plan included in the video. It's a really simple one, and because it's so simple but yet so very nice and actually quite different. I mean, I have done this before, don't get me wrong, it's not that different, but the overall layout and how it's all placed is a bit different than usual. and I like it. So we are gonna work with a sunken area, which I've done before, but I love how it is like the center of the room and how it combines with the kitchen area. I don't know, it's lovely. So if you want to see that, of course, keep on watching until we are like in the middle of the video. So this video is like 30 minutes long, by the way, and it's not a very large house, so that is not the reason why it's so long. I just really took my time. I absolutely took my time. I looked from multiple angles, like you guys saw me doing there, to make sure that this house looks really nice. So yeah, I really took my time. I needed it to be perfect. So this little sidewalk that I'm making, I'm gonna make that disappear like almost at the end of the video. I was like, looks stupid. Don't do a sidewalk this time, Mona. So I won't do a sidewalk. There's nothing there. There is like a gate, so your Sims can access the backyard like that, but there's no walkway this time. Just because I felt like making none at, at the point when I was building this. So here adding in a little roof. I mean, we could have gone without the roof, to be honest, but it felt a little bit too flat for me. So I thought, let's add in a roof. Let's just see how it looks, and I liked it. It made it look a little bit more interesting, not so flat on the top. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So you're doing a little bit more landscaping surrounding the pool. As you guys know, I love doing this, adding in flowers surrounding the pool. I think that is awesome. I cannot wait until I own my own pool. Not that I'm ever gonna own a pool. I mean, I own an inflatable pool. That's something that I do own, but a real life pool like this one, I don't think I will ever own one, because those things are very, very expensive here where I live. I mean, or you should make one yourself. I have a colleague and her father made his own swimming pool, which is awesome, and it looks gorgeous. It looks like a real professional swimming pool. He did such a great job. But since I'm not handy at all, I mean, I can paint, I can do some interior decorations, I cannot create things with my hands. That's just something that I cannot do. I would never build my own pool, but that's fine. I can always dream of owning a pool, and I can always own a pool in my Sims game if I want to. So that's like the next best thing, I think, next to owning one yourself. Anyways, you're adding in some lights. Of course, we needed something there, and a fountain. That's it. There's a fountain at the front, and I added in some sprinklers. Are those called like that? Just to make it look a little bit extra. So here doing the floor plan. So here I'm just trying to figure out where do I want those stairs to come. So I love adding in my stairs in a little hallway. I like separating them from the living room, but this time I didn't really separate them. I mean, there is a wall, but it's like only a half wall, and you can see the staircase still from the living room. So I really like that. It's like a real open but still separated concept, because you are working with two levels. So you have like the down level where the living room is gonna be, and then on the upper level you have then the kitchen and the hallway and stuff like that. There is a little bit more dynamic, and I like it. So I'm very happy with this floor plan. So here making the staircase, of course we needed a little type of overhang to give it more of a open feeling, what I also liked. And here playing around with the bedroom. So I didn't want to go for a flat wall with two doors in it. I could have done that, but I needed like I said, a little bit more dimension in the roomings. So I thought, let's make like a tiny hallway there, do two doors like across of each other, and then have the bathroom in the middle, like a separation, and I like it. So this is also a section that I like. I just absolutely love the floor plan, you guys, so I will be gushing about that through over the entire video. So yeah, here adding in some lights, and I will be using the new lights, of course, with the fitness stuff pack as well. And I have to say, the pack really fits in with what I was trying to get across. So it's an absolutely gorgeous pack, and I'm actually kinda falling in love with the pack. So here I wanted a fireplace there. I just wanted one, but I couldn't add it in like I wanted to, because as you guys can see, it kept going up the wall, and in the end I was like, let's just remove it. Let's not go with a fireplace. I mean, there isn't even a chimney there, so it also didn't make sense. So there will be a fireplace in this house, but not there. So here, starting with the kitchen. So the kitchen is at the front of the house. Usually I make my kitchens at the back of the house because I like them to be connected to the backyard, so that you can have like a barbecue and throw dinner parties and stuff like that. This time I went with something different, because that little area that I made there was perfect for a very square looking kitchen. And I think this looks really nice for the floor plan. And yeah, everything is still very much accessible. So yeah, here doing what am I doing? I'm trying to decide the color palette, to be honest. So I haven't decided yet if I wanted to go full on for that black, white and gray again. I'm still here thinking about it, but as I'm going to do the living room, the dining section right here, the idea really, it just all started making sense, you know. It really felt right what I was doing. So yeah, I liked the color scheme. It fitted in with the theme, it fitted in with the style that I was going for. So we are going for another black, white and gray house, you guys. Yes, I did it again. But to be fair, I have been doing a lot of traditional homes now, so this is, I did mix it up a little bit. So here doing the living room section, and we needed a half wall there because I wanted that very large giant television here, and that is from City Living. So of course we needed somewhere to place it, and I thought, let's do like a half wall like we do now. And now it feels like the rooms are divided a little bit, but it's still very open. So like I said, it's a very open living, but still divided in some way, which I love. So this living room actually reminds me of my aunt's living room. My aunt and uncle, they live very up in the in the north of the Netherlands, and they have they did have a house. Now they live in a beach house, by the way, but before that they lived in almost a similar kind of house as this one, and they also had a very beautiful sunken area in their living room. Everything was ultra modern, and what I also absolutely loved about their home is they had this giant staircase in the middle of the living room, and that staircase didn't have any railings. So it was so scary going up that stairs. You really felt like a survivor, you know. So yeah, my mom and dad didn't like it, so they didn't let me stay a lot there, but I loved the idea of that staircase. So for this staircase I also didn't do any railing because I was thinking about them. And they also had a glass floor upstairs in their hallway, so that you can look from the top floor into the living room area, which was also awesome. A little bit scary again, because I sometimes had the feeling that you could fall through the floor, but everything is fine. I never fell. I mean, I think it's like a really thick plastic. It's not really made of glass, but that was awesome. So I loved that house growing up, and every time we visited, it felt, I don't know, like a little play area just walking through that home. So here, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I furnished the living room. So for the living room, I'm not using that much stuff of the new pack. I just didn't think the fitness pack couch was large enough for what I was going for. So instead I added in here, and I'm making a little library reading nook right here because we had a little bit of extra space. In the additional floor plan that I had in mind, I wanted the bathroom to come there, but we had so much space in that hallway there. I decided to make the bathroom there in that little cube there on the right side. And then we had some more space there, and this is gonna be a reading nook with, I think I'm gonna add in some chairs and then a table, and it looks really nice. I like it. And I also really like the table that I made, that is with the City Living coffee table. I just turned them around and let them intersect. It does glitch a tiny bit. I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but I know some people don't like if stuff like glitches a little bit in their game. So yeah, that glitches a little bit. And also the kitchen counters that I added in the kitchen with the bar, it also glitches really just a tiny amount, you guys. You won't even see it when you're playing. Here, anyways, what am I doing here? Trying to find a nice looking rock there, and I went with the backyard stuff pack rock. That is probably, I mean, not my favorite rock, but it is the rock that I'm using the most lately. It has this really beautiful white color that you see right here, and it fits in with everything. It fits in with a very modern build like I'm doing right now, and it also fits in with a little bit more of a classical kind of vibe. So that's why I like that rock, because that is just a very neutral looking recolor. So yeah, here playing around, trying to find something to make it look nice, and then I found that city living lighting. I always forget that I have it in my game, but every time I find it, I'm like, oh my gosh, genius, Mona. That looks so nice. I should probably think about that light more. So here adding in a plant, some lights, just making it look nice, and what am I doing? Oh, furnishing this section here because we had a little bit of space. So as you guys can see, I did add in this very large statue in the dining area, and I'm doing this on purpose. I'm also adding in some artwork here, not there, no there. Oh god, I'm not, what am I saying? Anyways, I have also added in some artwork there because the Sims that are living here are very, how do you say it, artistic. So the father of this family, he sculpts his own statues and stuff like that. He has his own art gallery. His wife does paintings and stuff. So of course I needed some kind of artistic vibe going on throughout this house. So you will see lots of sculptures and overall yeah, I think it's all overall called sculptures, right? Anyways, that is what you guys will see throughout the house to make it look a little bit more artistic. So yeah, that is what I'm trying to do. There also will be a woodworking table in the garage. Mona, it's so hard to talk, but to be fair, it's so hot here. I mean, it's like, it's not really hot out, but all the heat from all those days of, I think it was like over 30 degrees last week, and all that heat, it's still lingering in my house. So even though it's not that hot outside anymore, oh my gosh, Mona, even though it's not that hot outside anymore, it's very hot inside. So I'm kind of dying at this point, so sorry again for my crappy English. So here adding in some fitness stuff because we were using this fitness stuff back anyway. So I was like, let's throw in that weight machine because I don't know, maybe the family used to work out but not anymore, or they don't have enough space in the home, so they thought, let's add it in the garage where daddy does always work. I mean, maybe he can work out in between. So yeah, they stuff it all in the garage area. There's also like a old bubble blow maker from when they were younger, you know. They did some experimental things, so there's their old bubble blower. And yeah, that's basically everything that we need to know about the garage section. So here I'm furnishing the first bathroom of the house. It's a very tiny one. I'm only going with a toilet, a sink, and a shower, nothing else. I'm just keeping it very basic. So yeah, so I do have to say I really do love the new shower that we've gotten. I like the slates, and in the other video I said it was wood. Apparently it's stone. I know, I cannot see that well either. I mean, I cannot talk right and I cannot see. But yeah, it's a stone texture and I love it. And I also will be using this stone texture, but then in a lighter brown color on the outside of the house. You guys will see me changing it, I think right now. Yeah, here I had the epiphany from, what if I would use that texture on the exterior? Maybe it will elevate the house even more. And yeah, I do think it elevates everything a little bit better. It makes it look nice. So it's not a wooden house anymore. It's a stone home and I love it. I love the texture. I love the color and I think it looks better than I used the wood. So yeah, that is great. So for the garden, by the way, the garden is not finished. If you've seen, I think I've added that in the screenshot or in the thumbnail. The garden is not finished. I do add in some more stuff. It's kind of empty on the left side. I love the right side. That's gorgeous with the wooden flooring, and then you have the swimming pool. I do add in some more stuff to the swimming pool, so like a diving board and stuff. So yeah, the backyard is not finished. I will be working on that a little bit later in the video. So here I'm like, oh my gosh, where should I add in a bin? I didn't want the bin to be that visible, so I hid it behind the bar. So I don't know if it's functional, by the way. I will test out the entire home before uploading, and if it's not functional, of course I will change it a little bit so that it is functional, but I think that is fine. So here, starting with the upstairs area, and here I'm gonna add in that fireplace. So we have that chimney there on the side, and like I do with every build, I don't really think about the floor plan until the exterior is finished. So of course I did not think about where I was placing that chimney on the outside, but now that we had that chimney there, I thought let's just use that chimney and let's make our fireplace area here in the hallway so that it's gonna be a functional hallway. So I added in a chess table, and now mom and dad, or maybe dad and his teen boy, can sit here. They can play chess, they can bond, and then there's also a little seating area that I'm gonna make so mom can maybe sit there, watch them play chess, and maybe read a book or something. And here another piece of art that dad made. You know, it's on display there with all those really crazy lights. So yeah, I like it. So that is like me trying to give this house a artistic kind of flair, you know. So yeah, here adding in a side table, and I did go through the entire painting catalog a few times for this build. So I was really looking for a modern kind of painting. You know, we are really missing modern paintings. We have like the black and white ones with like the cities on it, like you see there on the wall, and we also have more modern looking paintings from Dine Out, which I absolutely love, but we don't have enough black and white modern paintings. We do have like black and white posters from Cool Kitchen, which I also really like, but the reason why I don't use them that much is because they really look like posters, you know. They don't look like paintings. They don't have that painting kind of border or trim, or however you call those things surrounding a painting. But yeah, they really look like a poster, and that is something that I would use in some homes, but for this home it didn't fit in. So yeah, I couldn't really find any interesting artwork, so you will see me repeat some paintings in the house. So here, working on the master bedroom, we are gonna keep it very simple for this master bedroom. We are gonna use the same key colors as the entire home. I do add in a little tad of brown here on the wall. So the exterior wall, I decided to take that color in just for the master bedroom to make it look a little bit different than the entire home. And I like it, so I'm happy with that. And then here, making a little seating area. Mom and dad can watch television here when their son, I don't know, uses the television downstairs. You know, kids like to watch things that mom and dad don't really necessarily like. It's also here in my home. My children are, they're really big into cartoons, which I don't mind. I like cartoons. I like watching Pokemon. I really like watching My Little Pony and stuff like that. But lately they are watching this really weird cartoon, and I think, I don't know, it's like a big worm. Is it a worm? I don't know. There are like two insects, a red one and I think it's called larva. Yeah, I think the television or the cartoon is called Larva, and you have this big yellow dude and this very small red, I don't know, insect, and they always do like really messed up things, and I don't like to watch that, and I have forbidden them to watch it like multiple times. But then they get so really, really rowdy, and oh, mommy, I want to watch it. You know how they can get. So I'm like, fine, watch it. It's fine. I mean, it's a cartoon. It's children approved because it's on the Netflix children's section. So I think it's not that bad. So yeah, they do watch it, but I don't like to watch it because I think those little larva dudes are doing some messed up things sometimes. But yeah, my husband says it's fine. He likes it. So yeah. Who am I to judge, right? Anyways, here doing the swimming pool section, adding in that circular thing from Spa Day. That's actually the first time that I've used that. I always go for the lotus, that beautiful illuminating lotus, because I just like that it illuminates and it's a little bit of extra lighting in the pool. But this time it didn't fit in with the build, and then I saw that circular thingy and I was like, wait, you know what? Let's use it. And in the end it looks so nice, so I'm happy with that. So here, yeah, adding in a little fountain section. This is gonna be another seating area where our Sims are playing chess. So I think I add in a chess table. At first I was like, let's do a lounge section there, but I think, yeah, so here is the chess table. It just made more sense. It really feels very zen to me, this little area, so I thought playing chess here would be awesome. So yeah, that is basically all that I need to say for this section, and the only thing that we are gonna do for the build is furnish the teen boy's bedroom, and then we're done. So for all the curtains that I add in for the build, I will be doing that off camera. I forgot to record that. I was going to my screenshots and I was like, Mona, you're forgetting curtains. It looks so very open. So I do add in curtains, not everywhere. I'm really missing one tile modern looking curtains, and especially long ones. So the areas where I had windows with one tile and it didn't look right, I do not add in curtains. But the good thing from The Sims is they don't get embarrassed when there aren't any curtains, so your Sim is fine. It's just really a visual type of thing that some people don't like, that there are no curtains. But yeah, some areas it just looked plain awful, you guys. So yeah, not curtain. There are no curtains. No, Mona, there aren't curtains everywhere. That is what I wanted to say. I don't know what I was saying before that. Anyways, this is the teen boy's bedroom, and I'm going for a kind of rocker kind of vibe. I don't know. I don't know really the vibe that I'm going for here. We have a little pause because Sadie walked in the room. But I do make everything a little bit darker. Like you can see, I am using lots of stuff from the Parenthood game pack. I love that pack. It's so awesome for children's bedrooms, and I really needed to use that as well. The teen boy, of course, he gets a computer. He's like a computer freak. He also loves sport, especially basketball and skateboarding, so we needed a skateboard. There's a poster from a basketball net. He doesn't really have an actual one in his bedroom. But that's fine. And he also plays the guitar, so that is absolutely everything that you guys needed to know about this bedroom. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this voiceover of this gorgeous house. I don't know what it's called yet. I still need to name it, but I still hope that you guys enjoyed it. And of course, if you liked the build, don't forget to place a like on the video. And if you loved this, and this is the first video that you are seeing from me, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you would never ever miss a video of mine. So I hope that you guys have an awesome day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you all soon. Bye bye!
By the words that you say, the voice that carries them has kept me astray. Too soon to act on it. can we ever be? That all depends on what you're feeling from me. Let me show you all the way. Let me show you all the ways. Oh, let me show you all the ways. Yeah, let me show you all the ways. Oh.